period for gay bars to be raided by the police. That night in June, however, was different. Patrons of the bar fought back against the police and resisted arrest, which led to a 3-day protest, now known as the Stonewall Riots. The Stonewall Riots are considered to mark the beginning of the gay liberation movement. Rainbow Arches, joyful marches. The rainbow flag is commonly associated with the LGBT community. People may wear a rainbow flag symbol as a way of identifying themselves as a member of or an ally of the LGBT community. They may also wear a rainbow as a symbol of pride. The LGBT community is very diverse, and the rainbow flag reflects that diversity. Each color of the rainbow represents a different element. Red for life, orange for healing, yellow for sunlight, green for nature, blue for serenity or harmony, and purple for spirit. Motors roaring, spirits soaring. Most parades start with a contingent of lesbians riding motorcycles, called the Dykes on Bikes. Lesbians have long been associated with motorcycles, sometimes as a stereotype, sometimes as a symbol of feminism and visibility. Usually the word dyke is considered a derogatory term. However, the gay and lesbian community has a long history of reclaiming negative terms and using them within the LGBT community. The word gay, for example, was at one time considered to be derogatory, but now is very commonly used. Horses chanting, doggies panting? Because people who are gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender have faced discrimination. There has been a long history of activism in the LGBT community. In the 1960s and 1970s, people who are LGBT fought to remove homosexuality as a psychiatric diagnosis from the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, DSM. In June 1972, Min's school teacher, Jean Manford, marched with her gay son, Morty, in New York's Christopher Street Liberation Day march. The persecutors are the precursor of today's pride parades. The enthusiastic reactions she received led her, along with her husband and other gay rights activists, families, and allies, to create P-Flag, the nation's largest organization for parents, families, friends, and straight allies, united with LGBT people to move equality forward. With its mission of support, education, and advocacy, P-Flag recently celebrated its 40th anniversary. In the 1980s, groups like the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, ACT-UP, formed to raise awareness about the impact of HIV and AIDS in the gay community. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, the LGBT community worked to repeal Don't Ask, Don't Tell, the military policy that prevented people who were openly gay or lesbian from serving in the militaries. More recently, LGBT community has started to win decades-long battles for legal recognition of same-sex marriage and workplace fairness. Pride celebrations typically have an element of political awareness and activism. Pride and leather, perfect weather. The association between gay men and leather originated in the post-World War II era. It provided an alternative to the image that stereotyped gay men as feminine. Leather also provided a symbol of visibility for gay men. In the 1950s, it was generally not safe for people to be openly gay, and thus the leather jacket became a way for gay men to identify other gay men. Later, leather became associated with the lesbian community, mainly as an expression of feminism. Artist painting, sister sainting. The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence is an order of LGBT nuns that formed in San Francisco in 1979. The sisters wear exaggerated and campy nuns' habits and makeup. The sisters engaged in outreach of various LGBT groups, promoting human rights and respect for diversity. Over the years, the sisters have sainted hundreds of people who have contributed to the acceptance of LGBT people, including former San Francisco Mayor Gavin Newsom, comedian Margaret Cho, and the first married lesbian couple in California, Phyllis Lyon and Del Martin. Banners swaying, children playing. Like the rainbow flag, the pink triangle is a familiar symbol in the gay and lesbian community. During the Holocaust, gay men and lesbians were imprisoned and forced to wear arm badges with symbols identifying the group which they belonged to. Jewish people wore the Star of David, gay men wore a downward pointing pink triangle, and lesbian women wore a downward pointing black triangle. Now, members of the LGBT community may wear a pink triangle as a symbol of pride. Dancers jumping, music pumping. The arts have always been an integral part of gay culture. The same-sex love and gender-bending themes have found a way into the arts for centuries. For example, cross-dressing and playing with gender expression were common themes in a number of Shakespeare plays, including Twelfth Night and As You Like It. During the 1950s, when it was not safe to identify publicly as gay or lesbian, many gay men sought expression in musical theater. Gay men have also been drawn to the dance world, as well as a wide variety of other creative and artistic endeavors. In a culture that is largely homophobic, many LGBT people have found a welcoming and accepting environment in the arts. Sidewalk shaking, tummies aching. Since the 1990s, more lesbian and gay couples have chosen to become parents. While many lesbians and gay men who parent children from previous heterosexual relationships, many same-sex couples are choosing to have children of their own. Lesbian couples may choose to have a child through donor insemination, while gay male couples may have a child by using a surrogate. Other possibilities available to gay and lesbian couples are adoption. However, not every state allows same-sex couples to adopt children, and not every state grants parenting rights to non-biological parents. Children of lesbians and gays everywhere, college, is a resource for people who have a lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender parent. In addition to numerous web-based resources, college has chapters in several major and mid-sized cities throughout the United States. In addition, the Gay Straight Alliance Network helps connect school-based gay straight alliances, GSAs, together and provides resources and support for them. It also provides resources to teens who wish to start a GSA in their own schools. Painted Ladies, Crying Babies. San Francisco is well known for being a gay mecca. The Castro, a district in San Francisco, is the largest gay neighborhood in the world. San Francisco was the home of Harvey Milk, the first openly gay man to be elected to public office in California. The Painted Ladies refers to a row of colorful Victorian houses overlooking Alamo Square, the neighborhood in San Francisco. Fancy dresses, flowing dresses. Many pride parades have a very festive, almost Mardi Gras-like character. It's common to see highly elaborate floats, over-the-top musical performances, and drag queens dressed in an exaggerated feminine style. The flamboyance and theatricality associated with pride parades have been controversial, as some critics within the LGBT population think it portrays the LGBT community as outlandish. However, most people in the LGBT community see these qualities as part of the celebratory nature of the event. Loving kisses, so delicious. Since the 1990s, same-sex couples have been fighting for the right to marry. The U.S. government passed a law in 1996 called the Defense of Marriage Act, DOMA, which defined marriage as between a man and a woman. Some states have defined marriage as being between a man and a woman, while other states have legalized same-sex marriages. Still, other states allow same-sex couples to enter into domestic partnerships or civil unions. A lot of activist efforts in the gay and lesbian community currently focus on marriage equality. Human Rights Campaign, HRC, has been active in these efforts. HRC advocates on behalf of LGBT Americans, mobilizes grassroots actions in diverse communities, invests strategically to elect fair-minded individuals to office, and educates the public about LGBT issues, including the right for same-sex couples to get married. Marriage equality activists won a huge victory in June 2013 when the Supreme Court ruled that DOMA was unconstitutional and overturned Proposition 8, the California bill it proposed and state constitutional amendment outlawing same-sex marriage. Thank you.
Confined into living up to gender roles and having absent minds. Don't you think it's funny how they tell us how to live? Don't you think it's funny how we're all delinquent kids? Like, hush now, don't say, don't say. Hush boy, don't say a word. So unjust, no one is heard. Hush girl, just back up. Play our little game. Let all thoughts and corrected common sense. You're raising suicidals with your predetermined titles like a mess. Distressed, I am unimpressed. Your excess, address is all you'll ever be.